Jane Got a Gun is directed by Gavin O'Connor and stars Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor, and Joel Edgerton, and is the latest Western to remind us why Westerns are no longer popular. This movie tells the half-revenge, half-redemption story about a girl named Jane caught in the middle of a love triangle with two men, and the evil group of guys led by Ewan McGregor who are coming after them to kill them all. You can mess with a lot of things, but you can't mess with Natalie Portman on Christmas. This is my house. I have to defend it. In all seriousness though, this movie went through a lot of production problems. Multiple filmmakers, multiple actors, many years of production hell. It's opened in the middle of January in just over 500 theaters. This movie is being forgotten about instantaneously, and after having seen it, it's for good reason. This movie is a long, uneventful, listless bore. Gavin O'Connor made the excellent movie Warrior. I thought that was a great film. I like everyone in this cast. It's kind of an episode 2 Attack of the Clones reunion with Portman, McGregor, and Edgerton all in the same movie. And they're all trying with this material, but there's just nothing compelling there. In regards to that word compelling, one of my biggest complaints with this movie is the incredible lack of even trying to make Ewan McGregor be a villain of any interest. His character's got nothing to him. Natalie Portman has barely anything to her as well. Joel Edgerton's character in this movie is definitely the one that has the most background, the one that you can kind of understand and appreciate the most. Everyone else just kind of wanders in and out of frame, which was a massive disappointment with so much talent on display in this movie. The movie has a somewhat interesting setup and some okay visuals, but for the most part, the direction of this movie is surprisingly restrained and not necessarily in a good way. Sometimes with film, it's very nice to see a director holding back, not letting himself be too known with the way he handles the film. But with a Western like this, you want to make your film flashy, you want to make your film look really beautiful, and there's no real attempt to do that. It's all very standard, and the only explanation I can think of for that is the original filmmaker Lynn Ramsey left the project after some serious problems with the producers, and within about 1 day's time, Gavin O'Connor was hired to replace her. That's not a lot of time to get inspired about the material you're about to film. That's sad, actually. These actors are trying. I don't look at this movie and say it's bad because of the performances. This movie is bad because there's nothing of interest occurring. It's a long bore. It could have been so much more. There could have been so much more fun to have in a Western. You want a Western to be fun. Remember Clint Eastwood's great Westerns from the 60s? That time is long gone. I mean, even like Open Range by Kevin Costner, that was a really good Western. Django Unchained, there's a great Western. If you want to resurrect the Western genre and have it not be a film that I go to see, having no one else in the theater, opening in less than 1,000 theaters with all of these big names, this is not the way to handle that. And last but not least, the most disappointing thing about this movie is that with a title like Jane Got a Gun, you'd expect her to, do something. The majority of the action in this movie involves her getting rescued by somebody. It's sad. I'm gonna give Jane Got a Gun a D+. Guys, I wanted this movie to be good. I specifically sought this movie out hoping that it would be good, that it could rise above the problems that it had in production, but it just didn't. So guys, behind me is some DBZ merchandise. You know what that means. Tomorrow, as in Sunday, I'm going to be releasing Dragon Ball Evolution, My Hilariosity. I've never reviewed it in that format. I've put together a little teaser for you. Enjoy. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching. I can't wait to share that with you. If you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.